Welcome to my live drawing stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for joining so early in. I've only just kicked things off, so we'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to be drawing today, so if anybody's got any ideas of what they'd like to see, feel free to put it in the chat. Likewise, if you've got any, if you want to just get involved, let me know where you're watching from. I always love to know where people are watching from. So yeah, I'm just making sure all the streams are working. We're streaming to a few different places today. So yeah, wherever you're watching from, welcome in. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, let's do some drawing, shall we? That's the whole point of this today. Well, two things. One is to yeah, octopus. I did an octopus the other day, so it could be an octopus. Did we draw again? Where is it? In fact, I don't think I've drawn an octopus in this sketchbook, so I might just do that. Let's do it. There's yeah. The only reason I've got these pictures on here is because I didn't want to start the stream and have like nothing happening. So yeah, there's my bow doggo that I just went a little bit crazy with. Tongue's gone a little bit crazy, going all over the place. And there's my John Kelly Green inspired piece of just somebody talking. But yeah, here's a blank sketchbook. So yeah, let's do that octopus that we were just talking about. Why not done one in here? It'll take a few minutes as well. Nice and quick one. Octopus from SLC, Utah, Salt Lake City is my guess. Is that right? Wade Watts, hi mate. How you doing, Wade? Watching from Southern California. Good morning. Good morning, Southern California. Thank you for joining, mate. Musing maniacally, Holland, Michigan. Fantastic. And Brian from Bogota, Colombia. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's go and put in some sort of... So I'm using a 7M just because I can get done a lot quicker with a 7M. You guys that are watching over on Instagram, you're only going to see a real close-up of my sketchbook here. That's about as far out as I can zoom. But yeah, anybody watching anybody else, you kind of get all the nothingness that's going over that side, but you also get a little video of me on this side. So if you're watching on Facebook, X, YouTube, where else? Abstract. I think that's it. I think that's everywhere I'm streaming. So yeah, if you're watching there, you're going to get a bigger picture. But yeah, just join in. Let me know where you're from. If anything you want adding to the drawing as well as we're doing the drawing, just sort of give me some ideas, and I'll see if I can throw them in. I'm not particularly great at that kind of drawing on the fly, but you know, I'll give it a go and see what happens. Let's go and put some shapes in before we do anything else. So I'm going to leave an eye there. So let's draw something of an eye in just there. That's a horrible shape, isn't it? Ah, do. So yeah, that was the eye socket that I've just put in there, and this is going to be the head of the character. Is it a head? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Right, let's have a little look in the chat again whilst I'm colouring in. Bunt from Germany, thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate that. Amiyux from Turkey. Awesome. Nice to have you here. Simple Jones from Germany as well. Who else is in? Musing maniacally. Can the octopus have a couple of their tentacles braided? That's not a bad idea at all. Like braided, like with, what does that mean? Like with beads in, or does that mean like plaited, like all kind of folded over each other? Not quite sure what you mean. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. I might give this one a yellow eye as well. That eyeball, I think, being white is going to pop out a little bit too much, so I'll put a bit of yellow in there. Bubble Maker, your art is cool. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, I teach people to draw, so everything I've done recently, I haven't really done any of my own art. I hardly ever do any of my own art at the moment. Everything I've done recently is all about teaching people to draw. So yeah, all the pictures that you see are usually like tutorials, 1-hour tutorials. So I kind of show people how easy it is to draw with these pens. And which Wade, you're asking what kind of markers do I use? There you go, Posca markers. So I use there's a reason. So Posca, first of all, is a paint marker. Let me go and put in some sort of tentacle in here. Yeah, Posca is a paint marker, and I use paint markers quite a lot. The main reason I use paint markers is because if you make a little mistake with them, you can usually go over the top. So you'll see this later. If I do any kind of put any beads or anything onto this character's tentacles, then you'll see what I mean. Probably should have left a little space for the mouth there, actually. Oh well, too late. But yeah, they're very forgiving if you make any mistakes. Easy to kind of cover over any mistakes. It takes a while to get used to them because they don't behave the same way as normal pens. But once you get used to them, you know how they work. You become a lot more confident in your drawing because you know that if you make a mistake, you know that if you make a mistake, it's nice and easy to fix. Oh man, I don't know how to do braided hair, like folded over each other. Leave it with me. I'll see what I can come up with. But yeah, I don't really know how to do that. Oh yeah, I know what you're thinking. Call yourself an artist. Can't even draw braided hair. I think as well, the other thing is that actually this picture lends itself quite well to having these little thin tentacles going all over the place. I don't really want to play around with that too much. I'm not digging the shape of that head. Let's just change that. So we're going off like that instead. Okay, that'll do. Let's put some colours in. What I was going to do yellow, wasn't it, for the eyes? So there's ochre and straw. I kind of tend to use straw yellow nowadays. I think it's a little bit better than regular yellow with Posca. Anybody just dropping in on Instagram? What I always see with Instagram is loads of people kind of dropping in, dropping out really, really quickly. If you're dropping in, just do us a favour, just like it, share it. Excuse me. I've had a bit of a cold this last few days, so my voice is kind of going a little bit, so I might not talk quite as much. I'll try not to talk quite as much. Talking. Watcher Carl. Hope you're doing well, mate. Badmon goes in. Frosty Doodler. Hi, Frosty. So yeah, I'm probably not going to talk through. I'm not going to talk about what I'm drawing quite as much as I normally would. But if you've got any questions, then feel free to throw the questions in. Even if you haven't got any questions, just let me know where you're watching from. I always love to know where people are watching from. So send a message. I'm going to bring a bit of raspberry in here as well. Well, that's trying. Rat, yeah, you got it, mate. It is an octopus. First, just about pretty much the first person in the chat. Where was you from? Was you on Instagram? Yeah, Bubblemaker on Instagram suggested drawing an octopus. So I couldn't really decide myself, so I just went with what he suggested. But I am open to any other suggestions, other things that we can do with it, other than braiding the tentacles, because quickly discovered I don't think I can really do that. Frosty's from India. Thanks for watching from India. Ginger Mouse, yeah, that is an octopus. Gigi Javan de Quebec. Is that I'm from Quebec? I don't know. Is that Quebec's Canada, isn't it? Canada. Eric from Brazil. Thank you for joining, Eric. Who else is in? That's just crazy. Where am I from? I'm UK. Based in the UK. United Kingdom. England. Great Britain. Whatever name you want to give it. I might just go and put on some shadow on all of these tentacles. It's going to look a bit crap as I put these shadows on, but I'll tidy them up a little bit later, okay? So don't worry if it's looking a bit rubbish at the moment. Just trying to think about where the dark areas would be. Oh my god, look at that. It's terrible. Who else is in? So, Rat, yeah, Ginger Mouse from France, Rat, Japan. Iris Jr., is that right? Mexico, thanks for joining from Mexico. Joanne from Poland. Thomas, Argentina. Joanne's excited. Excellent. Any particular reason why you're excited? We were saying Frosty. Man, I wish I could stay here longer, but I only have a few minutes. Yeah, no worries, Frosty. You stay as long or as little as you want, mate. It's all good. I appreciate you coming in. I will be broadcasting more, so I know I always say that. Actually, I'll be broadcasting more. So yeah, I'm sure we will catch each other at another time. But thank you for tuning in for a little while. Are you able to share? So with Instagram, you're watching Instagram, yeah? Are you able to share this? Does it kind of like, is it like a little paper airplane where you can put it in your stories or something like that? Because that kind of stuff helps. You wouldn't believe how much that helps. Yeah. So even if you can't hang around long, never underestimate how powerful it is for us as artists to have people out there sharing it, our live streams, artwork, stuff like that. You know, even if you've only got 50 followers, I'm not suggesting you have. There's no shame in that, but even if you haven't got many followers, it's always helpful if you share. I know this bit I'm doing is behind the banner. Sorry about that, but you're just going to have to deal with that. Oh wow, this bit I've just done looks amazing. Joanne, yeah, octopus. That's what we're doing. So I figured I didn't know what to draw. Bubblemaker suggested an octopus, and recently I have been drawing octopi quite a bit, and but only in on cardboard. I've not actually drawn one in my sketchbook, so I thought I'd just quickly draw one in the sketchbook. Sorry, I'm doing this bit down the bottom that you can't see. So yeah, I thought I'd just do one in the sketchbook, see how it comes out. And yeah, all I've done, just a basic shape for the octopus. I'm just checking on some little kind of shadows now, roughly where I think shadows would go. And then I'll cut these out a little bit later, make them look a little bit neater. Skellen HK. Skell, Los Angeles, thanks for coming in. Bubble Maker says I'm good. Yeah, mediocre at best, mate. But I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm not particularly good. I do know loads of hacks, loads of tricks of how to make drawing a lot easier. So I think that's my thing, really. Where else am we going to see? I think that'll be it for shadows. That'll do. That'll do for the time being, anyway. Rat, it's 2 a.m. Rat, where you are. Wow, 2 a.m. in Japan. I'm just gonna go over that ochre again in the eye. It's not looking particularly great. One of the other reasons I'm here as well is so just in case you don't know, I teach people to draw online. I run the Korp Academy, which is an art school. Teaches people to draw with marker pens. It's not, no qualifications. It's not academic or anything like that. It's just for fun. But Premium Access is open at the moment. You can join anytime for the lower tiers. But Premium is like for everything. And so Premium Access is open at the moment and only open for this week as well. So if you're interested in joining the Korp Academy, then head over. Head over to korpacademy.com. There is the... Well, it depends where you're watching, actually. There is the... if you're watching on anything other than Instagram, the website's just underneath me. You'll have to wait on the banner if you're watching on Instagram, or just go and head over to my profile. Links in there for you to join Premium Access. So yeah, that's the other reason I'm here, just to see if anybody wants to sign up. Thank you to anybody who's watching on Abstract as well. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate that. Okay. We'll wait for that yellow ochre to dry a little bit more. So whilst we're waiting for that, I will just whip into the shadows and just start tidying these up a little bit. I can also explain to you one of the reasons why I like Posca pens. So this is the main reason. It's this ability to just be able to go over the top of what we've just drawn. I wonder if I can just zoom in a bit. I think I've got another camera that zooms in. There you go. We're in a little bit closer now. So let me show you around here what it can do. You see how it just looks a little bit messy around the edges. You can do this nice neat little trick where you just go over that, sharpen it up. Let's do the same down here as well. See how much better that looks. Not only is it a nice way of kind of drawing, quite satisfying to draw, makes you feel good. It is also, if you do make any mistakes with your drawing, you can easily just cover over those mistakes. Although in true Bob Ross fashion, let's call them happy accidents rather than mistakes. That's a nicer way of putting it. Okay, let's whip back out a little bit. Yeah, you can see how much better that tentacle looks. This is not an octopus, it's more of a duopus at the moment. It's only got the 2 tentacles. But that'll be alright. Ginger Mouse. The most difficult thing is to find your own style. To find his own style? Yeah, finding your own style is difficult. The only way you find that is just by drawing over and over. Just keep on drawing. It's not something you can really force. You just got to keep on drawing. My teaching style is pretty basic. I think it's quite unorthodox. It's not. You wouldn't really find it in many kind of normal art school settings. It's all based around what works for me, really, and I found that it works for loads of other people as well. But yeah, my main technique is, just draw, take some risks. If you like what you've drawn, keep on drawing it. If you don't like it, don't do it anymore. And by following that technique of just drawing what you like to draw, eventually you just start having a bit of consistency to your drawing, your style of drawing. And it's that consistency which becomes your style. But it's definitely not something you can force. You've got to just take your time on it. It'll happen when it happens. Hi, Silent Thanks for joining, mate. Yeah, not normal art school. It's definitely not. What did I say the other day? It's my art school. My teaching technique is like a fake it till you make it technique, and what I mean by that is, just copy. I do step-by-step tutorials, so you're just copying what I do. Just copy what I do over and over and over. My techniques that show you the easy ways of drawing will just become kind of stuck in your head. And from there, once you've got those techniques in your head, that kind of builds your confidence, because you start to understand how to draw, and not like a normal art school point of view, but just from a really quick get on with it point of view, a bit more gritty. But yeah, faking it like that, so you're just copying what I do, all my tutorials step by step, so they're nice and easy to copy. And then eventually you get to a point where actually you don't want to copy them anymore. You kind of look at my stuff, you understand how it's been drawn, and then you go and do your own version of it. Or and that just changes. It starts off with people just switching up colours, at first, but then it goes to people kind of then coming up with their own ideas, adding extra eyes, taking eyes out, putting a mouth in, a different mouth in, stuff like that. And yeah, that's how you get your own style. Sorry, I've missed a few questions here. My go-to marker, Frosty. Yeah, go-to marker is these Posca pens, paint markers, just for the reasons I've already said. They are nice and easy to draw with, forgiving if you make any mistakes. So yeah, that's why I use them. I think they're quite a low skill level, so you don't have to be particularly skilled. You can pick up how to use a Posca pen and start drawing some really cool stuff quite quickly. They can be a little bit frustrating in the sense that when you first get them, they might start peeling the paper. You might start getting them coming out quite watery, so there is like obstacles that you need to overcome, but they're pretty easy to overcome once you know how. So I think there's quite a low skill level towards it. It's just a different skill level to a different skill to what most people have, especially if you're drawing with like normal felt tip pens or Sharpies or anything like that. These pens do behave a little bit differently, The worst thing you can do is press hard with these pens. You just got to be really gentle. Whereas normally you'd press a little bit harder if you wanted your colour to come out a little bit more opaque. Bubble Maker, you'll sign up. Daughter will love this. So let me explain a few bits then, Bubble Maker. I'll just quickly bring this on just for a few seconds. So this is Premium. And yeah, what you get with Premium is it's $40 a month. So this is like top tier kind of Korp Academy stuff, $40 a month. But for that, you do get a huge amount of content. And that content kind of includes that community space and app. So it's a place for when you've done your drawings, somewhere to share it. Loads of other people in there that are all kind of supportive, all kind of creatives on their own journeys as well. But you get 9 live sessions per month. So my 1 hour drawing tutorials, I do them live. So I can kind of just... yeah, that's there on purpose, Frosty. I'll tell you why in a minute. Yeah, 9 lives per month. So I go live on Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays doing a little bit of drawing. Teaching people on Zoom. So you get like instant feedback for that. 15 tutorials per month, so you get 15 brand new tutorials per month. So every 2 days you're getting one. That's not how I do it, but literally every every 2 days on average is how many tutorials I'm putting out there. So there's always going to be new content, always going to be something that you'll be interested in taking part on. On saying that, there is a 1,000 tutorial archive. Again, Premium, you only get that archive if you join on at Premium. Otherwise you get much less a number of tutorials. Activity packs, they come out every 2 weeks, just downloadable activity packs and discount codes as well, so you can get money off these sketchbooks. You'll see that I'm using this sketchbook here. This is an Art Gecko freestyle sketchbook, perfect for Posca pens. So I'm using that because the paper doesn't pill up, so you'll get discount codes for places like that. But yeah, Premium's open this week. So if you want to get your daughter signed up for Premium, make sure you do it this week. Otherwise, just sign up for one of the other plans. Essential and Plus are the other plans. Essential's like entry level. It's only $7 a month. It doesn't get you quite as much access as what you've just seen there, but it gets you something. All right, let's just put a few little spots on here. I've done the salesy bit. Ahoy, Cora. Hello. Thank you for joining. Yes, Frosty, I have a YouTube channel. It is the Korp Academy on YouTube. I think if you just go onto YouTube and search for Korp Academy, that's with a K, yeah, Korp, you'll find it. There's a bunch of free content on there as well, but really all the main content is housed within my community, which you'll need a membership for on that. What do we think to these spots? Might go yellow. Any other colours you want to see in these spots? What do we think is going to work? I always say that art's a team sport. You can learn a lot from drawing with other people. So I always like getting other people's opinions on what should go in. We'll give it a go. If it works, see if it works. Might not work. Hi, Alan. Thanks for joining on Instagram. Alan Macty, CP82. That's great advice. It took a long time for me to find my style. Yeah, just keep drawing, Seep. Keep on drawing. I'm glad my ramblings are making a bit of sense to you. Cheers, Alan says good job. Ahoy, Cora says hi again. AS Abu Shayid. Hello. Thanks for joining in, fella. Bangladeshi. Appreciate you joining. Ahoy, Cora says good job. Thanks. I'm kind of reading these out just for my own benefit, but also also because I know people are. I'm broadcasting on a few different platforms, so I know that some people are going to be missing some of these comments. Abu, country name is Bangladesh. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I get that. Frosty, you missed a little spot beneath the eye. Okay, yeah, I wanted to explain about that. You see that little spot just there? I've kind of left that in there on purpose. The reasons that's left in there on purpose because I know I'm going to put a black outline on this, and that like indicates where the black outline is going to flick in there. So it's there on purpose, mate. But thank you for picking it up. I do sometimes leave things in order to just wind people up, but that's not as a strategy. That is. Bubble Maker, cheers, mate. I'm glad you appreciate the info. Yeah, let me know if you do sign up and you get in there. Just go and introduce yourself. Make sure I know that it's you from Instagram, that you watch the Octopus live, so I know who it is. Yeah, Frosty. When I come to outline, you'll see what I mean by that. Okay, that's if you're still here when I outline. If not, you'll have to watch the replay back another time. Silent Thax, do I prefer bullet tip or brush tip? So when I'm using Posca pens, I always prefer the bullet tips. They do a brush tip. If I've got any handy. No, I've not got any handy. They do a brush tip, but it's a little bit floppy. I can't really get on well with it. So I like a bullet tip. I've got friends that really love using a chisel tip. So you know that pen I was using at first, this 7M, I think they do like a 7K, I think it's called, which is like a chisel tip. So instead of it being round, it's got like a chisel edge to it. And they really like that because you can get like fat and thin marks with that. But yeah, I'm a bullet tip kind of guy. Although saying that, when I'm using the alcohol markers, like when I use these for some drawings, then I use a brush tip. They're quite nice, but do you want to see some of the alcohol marker drawings? Let me show you. Oh my god, sketchbooks everywhere. In fact, I might show you through those sketchbooks as well, now they're out. I don't know where to put anything. Right. So yeah, the alcohol markers. And this is good because I can just leave this to dry. I will come back to you in a sec. But look, these alcohol marker drawings, the brush tips are really good for blending in. So you can kind of like fade colours together. Like we've got in here. Look at that pizza. That's all done with felt tips. Zombies. Really like that zombie. That one turned out really nice. That one, I drew that one, that was like way too big when I drew it. Just massive. I'm not going to show you more, I'll just quickly whip to the most recent. Now let's go show you that one. I really like that one. So not too much in the way of blending in, but look at the details you can get in there with a brush pen. So yeah, they're all Spectrum Noir Illustrator brush pens, alcohol markers, so that you can blend them together. So that's the only reason I'd use a brush pen, for a little bit of blending. Somebody said about colours. Let's have a look at colours. Hi, Joff. Happy Saturday. Sorry, mate. I did see your message a little while ago, but struggling to keep up with comments. Thank you for joining, Joff. Hope you're doing well, mate. Silent Thax says green spots. If that's what you want, mate, we'll go green. Let's bring some green into this. Let me just, I'm just having a little look at the abstract comments. So yeah, definitely green spots. Yeah, that's happening. That's happening. Thanks. Was wondering how stiff the brush was. Well, the a Posca brush. The thing with the Posca brush pen is it dries out quite quickly. So unless you're using it all the time, it just kind of runs out. Well, it doesn't run out. It gets dry, which makes it a little bit difficult to use. So yeah, I don't always use those ones. Good fun though for getting like a wonky line, which you know me, I love a wonky line. The octopus from the takeout box. So as I was drawing that one, mate, it was I drew it like twice as big as I should have drawn it in a 1-hour drawing tutorial. So it's like really touch and go on whether I got it sorted or not. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, it looked great by the end of it, but as I was drawing it, ink was running out, everything was going wrong. It felt like everything was going wrong. It's one of those like pressure situations because it was a live tutorial of right, I need to hold myself together here and deliver this drawing tutorial. Here we go. So green spots for Silent Thax. Got to go green. Watching abstract. Yeah, that's true. These are green spots then for abstract. Anybody who's watching out there, if you want to be able to support what I'm doing or I think Joff is still around. Joff and I are doing with Korp Dogs, which is our creative crypto community. If you want to be able to support that, then just get over to Abstract. abs.xyz. If you look on the streams, you'll find me in there. So just sign up. It's a nice way of yeah, he's still there. It's a nice way of being able to support us. So you can just send tips that way. But yeah, abs.xyz. Head over to the streams section, and yeah, you'll find me. You'll find me in there because I'll be one of the few people that's actually drawing rather than gaming. I got no issues with gaming. I kind of like the fact that I'm one of the few artists on Abstract, if not the only artist. If you look on the streams, you'll find me. Are you streaming, Joff? I just want to see if Joff... Are you streaming, Joff? Did you get accepted? Ooh, you're definitely there. I can't see you streaming there, mate. Yeah, Abstract was messing up your comments. Okay. Thanks for the tip, Silent Thax. So yeah, just as I was saying that, you know, Silent Thax just dropped in a tip for me, which I really appreciate. So yeah, if you want to support what's happening here, the kind of drawing that I'm doing, the project I'm running with Joff is like a bit more of a crypto digital side, but we do a bit of IRL in real life drawings as well. But yeah, if you want to support that, just go and find us on Abstract. If anybody needs any help with it, just shout out and we'll give you as much help as we can. These are looking all right, aren't they? Little green spots. Maybe I should do some green in the background as well. I'll have a little think about that. Let me just check on our other comments. Everybody else is watching. Cheers, whoever's just tipped on Abstract. Appreciate that. OXE OB3 is as much as I know about you, but I do appreciate the tip. Sorry, Wade, I've left you waiting ages. My son Tristan is watching. He says hello. He likes the Korp Dogs activity book we used a while back. Awesome. Thank you, Tristan. Glad you like it. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Loads of free content on there. Teach you how to draw. Loads of stuff. And then, yeah, maybe, Wade, you should jump him into, push him into, not push him, that's a bit aggressive, isn't it? Maybe get him into the Korp Academy. So, yeah, it starts off at $7 a month. So if you enjoy this kind of stuff, you want a bit more access to it, you want to be in a community where people are learning to draw, there's two ways of supporting. One is what I was saying about getting on Abstract, supporting us that way. The other is by joining the Korp Academy. Just head over to korpacademy.com. It'll come up in the little banner down below in just a second. Why is it just here somewhere? So yeah, watch out for that. It starts at $7 a month. But this week, Premium is open, which is $40 a month, which is all the live sessions as well. But yeah, appreciate that, mate. Skillatron, what's up? Hi, mate. Thank you for joining. I think you're my first person joining on YouTube. No, maybe you're my second. It looks like Carl is on YouTube as well. But yeah, thanks for joining on YouTube. And who else is there? Cyberbob. Hi, mate. Thank you for joining also on YouTube. It's obviously taken... How long have we been broadcasting for? 39 minutes? It's taken a while for YouTube to kick in. Okay, what am I going to do now? Let's put on some little... So I'm going to put on the, what do you call it? The, what are the sticky bits on the tentacles? The suckers. I'm going to put that on just using black around the border. I'm not going to get too detailed in that. But yeah, if there's anything else you kind of see and you think it needs something, then just say what it needs. I'm very capable of ignoring your suggestions if I can't draw them. But likewise, if you've got some really good suggestions, you'll come up with things I haven't come up with. So like for Silent Thax said about the green spots, I wouldn't really have put those green spots on there. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, those green spots do look really cool. I feel like it needs some bigger green spots in, but I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to bring in some black lines though in a minute. Simple Jones says it's going to look sick. I hope so, mate. You know, it's just a quick doodle, and I'm kind of taking my time on it. I'm spending way too much time talking to people rather than drawing. So I had to go quiet there while I was doing a black line. I kind of, in order to draw a smooth, long line, I usually hold my breath. So that's what just happened there. Nice wonky line. Phosphoric art, phosphorus. I don't know. Foz. Thanks for watching on Instagram, Foz. Appreciate that. Appreciate the comment. Illustration and holes. Nice. Thank you also for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. It's Wade Watts. Easy to use YouTube. Move over from X. Maybe okay. Maybe we can do that. My daughter loves to draw, and I enjoy your content. Quite a few of my students in there. I mean, first of all, most of my students are adults, but quite a few of my students draw as a family, so they all kind of get on together. So usually, you know, you'll see a parent and a child jumping on together, both doing the same drawing, and it's a beautiful thing to see. It's one of the things I really enjoy about my job is being able to help families have a little bit of time to connect and do stuff together. What tends to happen is, honestly, what tends to happen is that the parents sign up for the kids' behalf, and the parents end up doing more tutorials than the kids. You wouldn't believe how therapeutic this kind of stuff is. But yeah, try it out. Even if you just try out the $7 a month. $7 a month comes with a free trial, so you get like 2 weeks grace of just having a little look around, just see if you enjoy what's happening. The only thing I will say is that Premium is only open for 1 week, so if you do want top tier like live sessions with me, so like this kind of stuff, but on Zoom, and I'll be explaining to people how to draw, why to draw certain things, answering questions, that kind of stuff. That bit is only open for a little while. It's only open for the next week or so. I should probably be a bit more concrete with my communication than week or so. It's only open until Sunday, next Sunday. Doors closed, and they won't open again until July. Any more questions? Do you know what, Wade? A few people have said that YouTube is just a better experience for watching streaming. So, yeah, I'm glad I put it on YouTube. I tell you, the one that I never get anything from is Facebook. I stream on Facebook. So Facebook is like my biggest audience as well. I think I've got just over 100,000 followers on there. But actually trying to do anything on Facebook that doesn't involve me paying them, it's just a nightmare. Am I even live on Facebook? Yeah, I am live on Facebook. Let me just see if anybody's watching on Facebook. Just broadcasting to myself over there. Ooh, I like the fact that Facebook's doing what do you call it? Subtitles though. That's pretty cool. But is anybody watching? Abby was watching. You know, 1 share, 3 likes on Facebook. It's just nothing. Wherever you're watching from, do me a favour and tap the like button. If you see a like button, you see a thumb or anything like that, just go and tap away on it for a bit. Let's just tell the platforms that you're enjoying what I'm doing. Even if you're not enjoying it, it really helps me. Taking my time over this one because I don't want to smudge anything. Thank you, whoever that was, for tapping the thumbs. I do see thumbs kind of coming up on the software that I'm using, but I don't know what platform that was from. But yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Who else we got? There's Doodlebuster says looks awesome. Medal yellow, first red. That's the other thing as well, is that when your comments come through on my system here, it doesn't show me the emojis. It just shows me a description of the emoji. But yeah, it sounds like a cool emoji. Thank you very much, Doodlebuster. Arkansan says this is really cool. Thank you, Arkansan. Appreciate that. It's Wade. Are you guys making the move to abstract? I have your say NFTs. Yeah, we kind of made the move away from say. Just a quick background then for most people, if you're not up to speed on crypto. Joff and I run the Korp Dogs project stroke business, and Korp Dogs is a community that is trying to get people in crypto to be a bit more creative. Going back to the original kind of NFT roots of appreciating art, not just from a collection point of view, but from a creation point of view as well. So the two things we want to do with Korp Dogs is we want to grow people's art collection, so we give away artwork every week, and we want to teach people to draw, so we do a drawing tutorial every week as well. Remind me to remind you about that later if you want a few more details on what we're doing there. But yeah, essentially we built on Say for about, which is a cryptocurrency community, built there for about a year. Tried to get on as many spaces as we could. Tried to interact with as many people as we could over there, including the people running the Say Foundation, stuff like that. Had a launch, but the launch didn't particularly go well. So for us it was just a real clear indication that the Say community, the majority of the Say community, were our product wasn't really for them. I really enjoyed it there. It was a nice space to hang out, but it was clear that we were in the wrong place. And so it was a tough decision to move away from Say, because we'd built there for so long, and there was a lot of people on there that did get it and were into the art. And we had to let a lot of people down, especially those people that, like yourself, who'd bought stuff and supported us. But yeah, in the end, it was a case of things just weren't working out for us there. And then Abstract came along, and Abstract was meant to be this much more creative platform, a bit more about the art, a bit more about streaming and that kind of stuff. And so it felt at the time like a better fit for us, so we made that really tough decision to move over to Abstract. And that's where we've been ever since, and things seem to be going well. Here we go, look, Frosty. I'm just going over that line now, just making it disappear so I know roughly where that line was. There it is, it's gone. That's the only reason I kind of left that bit in there. And yeah, we're building on Say now, and Say I've got this streaming platform. Nothing building on Say, we're building on Abstract. And Abstract's got this platform, this broadcasting streaming platform, which is kind of going quite nicely. I've seen loads of developments. It was a bit ropey when it first, not ropey, that's a bit harsh, but when it first started out on Abstract, it was a little bit, it felt like a brand new platform, which, it was. But every now and then they're kind of just dropping developments and things like that. So it is kind of getting better all the time. What's great about it is on Abstract, people have got the ability to be able to support us. Whereas you watch us on YouTube, on Instagram, or anything like that, there's no kind of physical, easy way for you to support what I'm doing, and I can't do this for free. I've got to earn some money from it. I've got bills to pay. I've got a house, kids that need feeding, and so I've got to do it to make some money from it. And Abstract just gives us that nice, easy way of people just dropping a tip. And I know you're probably going to say that you can do that on Twitch and places like that, and you can link up your Patreon, and you can even do it with PayPal and stuff. And yeah, I know all that, but it's all just a lot more seamless with Abstract. I like that, and it also kind of touches into that crypto world and that digital world. And as much as I love the IRL drawing of getting my hands dirty with a few Posca pens, I also love kind of playing around in that crypto world as well. So we kind of sit in both places, Joff and I. Who else is in with us then? So just as a reminder, actually, if you're watching on Instagram, hi, you're not going to see this bit. Let me just drag myself over. There we go. Hi, Instagram people. If you're watching on Instagram, you're not going to see any of that. That's over on the side. Let me just put it back where it belongs. There we go. If you're watching on any other platform, you'll see the whole widescreen picture. Instagram, you're just going to see the artwork, which isn't a bad thing. It's a bit more convenient for you, I suppose. But jump over to YouTube if you want. You'll be able to see a bit more on YouTube. Any other platform, YouTube, X, Abstract, Facebook, even Facebook with my 3 people. I'm broadcasting everywhere. Do me a favour, just kickstart the algorithm. Let the algorithm know that you're watching by sharing. If there's a little paper airplane, just click on share. Throw me in your stories. Whatever you want to do, that kind of stuff. Really appreciate that kind of stuff. And hopefully it only takes a few seconds for you. Tap like buttons, things like that. Appreciate it. Coco's in. Hi, Coco. Watching on X. Nice effer that you've got there as your profile picture with the mohawk. That's pretty cool, man. Cornell Travels, love your art style and the depth of the colours. What I love about Posca pens is they only come in like 50 colours. Now most people would see that as a like a con, not con, but what's the opposite of a benefit? They'd see that as the opposite of a benefit, just only having a limited amount of colours. But I really like that because what it means is all the colours just go really nicely together. Like this pink here goes really well with this raspberry without me having to try too hard. So I kind of like the fact that it's a limited palette. And if you want to use a pink in Posca pens, you've only got like 3 or 4 pinks to choose from. You haven't got like 20 different pinks to choose from. It's just 3 or 4. Just make it work with those ones. So yeah, I love that as well. DJ Monkey Witch from Instagram. Thank you for watching, mate. Thank you for saying hello. Coco says, Say Community will always support Korp Dogs no matter where you decide to go. I appreciate that. And I don't see us as leaving Say. We've got a launched project on Say, the Hands of Korp, which we give away as a freebie just to say thank you to everybody that have been hanging on so long for Korp Dogs to launch. That freebie did kind of unlock other things as well. I think if you've got a Hand of Korp, I think you can now get access to the Korp Academy. I'll have to double check on that one, but yeah, no, we haven't kind of, I wouldn't say we've left Say. It's just that the main Korp Dogs launch is most likely going to be on Abstract now. That's our aim. Gus Camp says knife. Does that mean nice? I don't know. But thank you, Gus Camp. Nazuro just dropping in. Love your page. Thanks, Nazuro. I appreciate you dropping in. If you are dropping in, do us a favour. Share the feed, like the feed, do all the usual stuff that helps spread it around, even if you're not staying long. Right, who's in? We've got 50 people watching at the moment, which is really cool, across several platforms. So thank you all for watching. what shall I do now? I'm going to put in some dodgy little lines. These are going to look really dodgy, but we're going to cut them out later, and they're going to look a lot more interesting later when we're finished. Okay, so don't judge these lines until they're finished, but just things like that. Let's go there, 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 up there. No, no, there. Yep, that looks good. Up there, no, no, no. Let's do a few across the bottom. A few across the bottom that you won't actually see because they're underneath the banner. So yeah, all I'm doing here is I'm putting in lines that I'm eventually going to taper out. So just don't think about it too much. This bit, just whack them in. I know they look a bit crap. They're meant to look crap at this stage. They'll look better in a little while. Gus Camp, nice. I thought that was what you meant. Thanks, Gus Camp. I weren't sure if like NIVE was, or is it with an L in the end as well? NIVEL. I weren't sure if that was like another language for this is rubbish, or this is good. But thank you for establishing that. Right, who's watching? I was just saying we've got 50 people watching on different platforms, and so there's 50 people that I don't know where you're from. So at the very least, let me know where you're from. I'd love to know who's the furthest away. I think the furthest away we've had so far is Japan. I'm in the UK. Is Japan further away from the UK than the USA? Does anybody know? Yeah, Doodlebuster, I know you're missing the bottom because of the banner. I can't zoom out any further than that. I know I could move the sketchbook up, but then that will ruin the reel that I'm recording as well. Do you know what I mean? So when I'm drawing, I like to keep everything still, the sketchbook really still, which is a challenge from a drawing point of view, but that's all right because that just gets me better at drawing at weird angles. But what it means is that when this is finished, I can then time lapse this video, and it'll be a nice, cool. Even though I'll have my hands in the way all the time, it'll be a nice, cool reel where the sketchbook stays really still and isn't kind of like just going all over the place. So that's why I do that. I suppose I could turn the banner off, but then the banner is there for a reason. Should I put the banner at the top? Let's see what it looks like at the top. It's gonna look a bit ugly for a little while. How's that? Don't like that. I can't even see if that is. No, let's go the other way. Just want to make sure that my text is in the middle of the banner. Does that look about right? You're not going to see the top of the character now. Oh well. But at least you can see the bottom. You can see what's going on around the bottom. So we did have a few people telling me where they were from. We're missing the bottom, yeah. Dan, sick drawing. Thanks, Dan. Eric, amazing, from Brazil. Thanks for joining in, Eric. Art Piss from Instagram. Interesting Instagram handle. Thanks for joining. Eric is Brazil. Brazil is quite far away as well, yeah. But I think I had somebody from Argentina. Argentina's a little bit further away than Brazil, isn't it? I don't know. My daughter is also watching. Her name is Tessa. Hi, Tessa. There you go. Little wave for Tessa. Thank you for joining in, mate. Yeah, we're just drawing a couple. We're just drawing an octopus. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, right at the start of the session said draw an octopus today, so I did. Luckily, I've been drawing octopi for a few weeks, so it made sense. Bubble Maker it was. So yeah, hope you're enjoying this. Tessa Doodlebuster says all good. Yeah, hopefully that's a little bit better. The banner at the top. I'm just looking around. It looks like it's quite nice up there. Keeps it out of the way. Right. Yeah, these lines I put in. Let's go and taper these out. So you're just going to go in, look, taper out either end, and just sharpen it off. See this bit over here? Let's just sharpen that bit off, and it's just a real neat way of getting these beautiful thin lines or thin ends to lines without having to buy really thin pens. Let me zoom in again. I think I've got a zoom in camera just here. Yeah, let me just go and do these bits. Look, so just cutting out like that. See how we get that beautiful sharpness. Just looks like a little crease now. And this is one of the things I really love about Posca pens, is the ability to be able to do this kind of stuff, put stuff over the top. Okay, let me come back out so I can finish off the rest. Oh look, I've taken off way too much on that one. Almost disappeared completely, like an idiot. Even go over the black, like, see how I'm just going over that black bit. Same over here, just go over that black bit, make it disappear, gives you that real sharp finish. There's this bit down here as well, let's do that. Look at that, real sharp line in there. Thin lines for fat pens. These are all 5Ms, by the way, Posca PC 5M, so they've got quite a fat nib. I don't know what size that is meant to be, 1.8 to 2.5 millimeter, but you can get these real nice thin sharp bits with them, so you don't need to buy every single size going. Doodlebusters joining from Denmark. Thank you, Doodlebuster. Saludos desde Mexico. Thank you, Fernando. Muzrock is Detroit, Michigan, US. Thanks, Muzrock, for joining in. Appreciate it, mate. Right, let's put on. Somebody's just tipped on abstracts. Thank you for the tip. Appreciate that. Feels good to be live on abstract. So what I tend to do on abstract is I'll put on some of my previous live streams, but I'll put them on abstract as replays, just so that I can keep the abstract stream going. And sometimes I'll throw in some like exclusive drawing tutorials in there as well. So if anybody's interested in that, I can let me bring that in. Text. I don't know my abstract stream details. Let me just try test it out. abs.xyz. No / stream Korp. See if that works before I. Didn't work. Hang on, you might get a bit of audio coming. No, you won't. They've changed it again. They've changed my URL on abstract again. Where's my? Here it is. Ugh, it's not quite as sexy as it used to be, the URL. But there it is. If anybody wants to join, let me just pop it down here for you. Change it to black. It's not going to stay there. I'm just putting it there just in case you want to jump over and support what we're doing on abstracts. The other thing about abstract is oh man, that's even worse, isn't it? Let's put a background on. Background color orange, margin, border color. Let's turn that orange as well. Sorry, I'll be with you in a sec. That's the wrong orange, isn't it? That's better. And let's round that off. That looks nice. Background, none. No, I do need a background. Okay, that'll do. I'll spend too much time messing around with it if not. Right, can you see that? Yeah, it won't stay there. So if you are interested in kind of supporting what we're doing on abstract, just head over to there. It's a nice, easy place to kind of go in and set yourself up with a crypto wallet and start collecting artwork, start supporting creatives like me over there as well. So I think I set it up with mine with just a Google account. Just use my Google account. It created a wallet for me. If you want to put some money on that wallet and then send that money as tips to creatives, you can do as well. So it's there for a few seconds. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I don't know why they changed that. thank you, Coco, for jumping over from X and tipping 6.9 Pingu as well. I appreciate that, mate. That's awesome. Cheers, Coco. Let's see if we can get. What are we going to do? Let's bring Coco into the artwork somehow. Let's put this. Let's put a little medallion or something on our character. I don't know whether you like it or not, Coco. We're going to put a little medallion on, and yeah, or maybe a medal or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking about it too much. Let's not think about it. Let's go and put on just here. Look, there goes. Into there. Just going to wait for the inside to dry a little bit. I'll come back to that in a little while. Finish that off, but that's just going to be some sort of medallion in there for Coco for tipping. Well, Silent Thax, you tipped 8 Pingu, so I should really do something for Silent Thax as well. Yeah, dog collar. That's exactly what we're going for. Some sort of dog collar. A dog collar will be much more relevant than a medal, considering the Korp Dogs project. Yeah. Right, where are we at? Let's get back into that eye. I just want to do a little bit more work in the eye. Then I'll put some. What do you call it on? That looks nice, yeah. Little tiny spots. What do you call it? I just said, what do you call it? That's not a particularly descriptive word, is it? I'm going to put on some suckers on this. So I love drawing simple stuff, but simple stuff is sometimes kind of difficult to draw if you're drawing things like hair, tentacles, fingers. That kind of stuff is really complicated. So I love finding the simple ways of drawing complicated things, and this is my simple way of drawing tentacles. So you're just kind of drawing that bit, which is kind of a bit random, a little bit easy, but then we're also going to go in with the suckers. So the suckers is the more complicated bit, and those suckers we'll do with a black pen. And yeah, we'll just do it like this. Like, we're just going to add these little black bits like that. So the little silhouettes of suckers. I'm all for, you know, like I said at the beginning, I teach people to draw, so I'm all for digging out the easiest ways to draw. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I think that's better. Yeah, had a bit of a cold, so it just keeps kind of coming back every now and then. So tentacles, let's go and just put in some subtle, make it disappear just there. Just subtle, like it's kind of going, wrapping around. I'm just going to put in a few more around the bottom, nothing too much. I'm not going to be able to stay too much longer. My voice is slowly disappearing on me. Benign Fool says, Korp, love you and your work, buddy. My wife is over the moon that I'm doing art again, and that's all thanks to you. Mate, that's awesome. Cheers. I never really appreciated you know, that whole kind of like how important it was for people to draw, and the impact that I could have on people's desire to get back into drawing. And so to hear stuff like that is just really, I can't tell you how rewarding that is, mate. So thank you. Because not everybody thinks about, you know, sharing that. I think a lot of people will kind of just like maybe copy a piece and stuff like that, but not actually share that what I'm doing is helping them get back into drawing. So yeah, thank you, mate. So how are you getting back into drawing, Benign? Are you kind of like are you passive, kind of like just watching the streams, the live streams, picking up the content on YouTube, stuff like that? Are you in the Korp Academy? Let me know. I like having I've got everything from like free content on YouTube, loads and loads of tutorials on YouTube that I post. Every week on Wednesday, I should have probably mentioned this earlier. Every week on Wednesdays, I do a free drawing lesson. Again, just really pushing out all that, as much free content as I can, because I think, you know, the ability to be able to draw should be accessible to everybody. It shouldn't be a luxury just for people that can afford it. So I try to do as much free stuff as I can. On saying that, I have got bills to pay, so I do quite a lot. I run the Korp Academy where people join in and they learn to draw that way. Korp Academy, the doors to Premium are open at the moment if anybody's interested in that. It costs $40 a month, but gets you into all my live sessions, my face-to-face kind of drawing sessions. They're all online, but they're all on Zoom, so we can all draw together. So yeah, I've got everything from like free content all the way through to the Korp Academy content. And Korp Academy starts at $7 per month. That's like entry level. I mean, what is that? That's a couple of coffees a month. So entry level is quite cheap, and that entry level kind of comes with a free trial as well, so you can give it a go, see if you enjoy it or not. If you don't enjoy it, just cancel. Nice and easy to cancel. So yeah, you're not tied in. Even if you just try it for 1 month, $7, and you're like, no, I don't enjoy this, you're not tied in for a year or anything like that. You can just drop out whenever you want. Although we will send the boys round if you do that. Adalm from Instagram, love your work, man. Finding myself scrolling through your art for inspiration. Don't scroll too long, mate. That's the only thing I'd say. Don't scroll too long. Just get, find something you like. Just get drawing, get creative. I'm guilty of doing that as well sometimes, where I just spend a little bit too much time consuming content of other people's drawings and not enough time drawing. So appreciate that you're scrolling through my content, but yeah, make sure you at some stage just pick something and go for it. Noel's in. I know. Noel's my favourite Dutch artist. Kisses right back at you, mate. Appreciate you coming in. Noel's my favourite European artist. Let's go for it. No, he's not. It's my favourite Dutch artist. It's my favourite artist in the EU. But yeah, anybody who's watching, go and check out Noel's stuff. I kind of pride myself. I love doing a little bit of line work. I love smooth lines, but Noel just takes it to a level that is just a little bit unachievable for the likes of us mere mortals. So check out his work if you're on Instagram, Noel Art, NOLART. Thank you for joining, fella. Good to hear from you. I hope to catch up with you at some stage soon. Benign Fool says, is a member of the Korp Academy, found you on TikTok. Loved it so much I watched your videos to take inspiration. Right. Excuse me. I used to be a talented comic style artist, but lack of practice led to me losing my skill and confidence. I've always loved your art style like yours and wanted to learn, so joining was a no-brainer. Nice. That's really cool, mate. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate you joining. And I hope you're making the most of it. Get into the introduce me section. Get into posting your artwork as much as possible. Don't be shy about it all. you know, throw some drawings out there for us to have a little look at. But yeah, it's cool that you remember. And yeah, it's a familiar story what you're telling me about. You know, you used to be able to draw, lost love with it, and struggled to kind of find the time and inspiration to get back into it again. So yeah, you're not alone. And that's definitely what I love doing, is providing that inspiration. And we do that in the Korp Academy with daily, just about daily drawing challenges, inspirations, stuff like that, and a bunch of tutorials and stuff like that. Posca pens was your yeah, okay. So yeah, Benign saying that his first attempt at using Posca pens was probably the most complicated drawing tutorial I'd ever done. So and you nailed it as well. I think, didn't you put in some of like the more authentic badges as well? I think that's what, if memory serves me correctly, that was you. So yeah, it was cool. And I love the fact that you know, when people come in and they're like, oh, this is my first time using Posca pens, and they just nail a really complicated piece. That's always makes me smile. That is. Hi Maria, thanks for joining in, mate. Kako says, do you do any commissions? Like if I wanted you to draw my PFP on a live stream, all depends on what your PFP is, mate. What's your Can I get you on X? Open link in a new tab. Let me see if I can find what your PFP is. I generally, my rule is I don't do commissions. I do art to enjoy drawing art, not to do other people's stuff for them. So what are you? Crypto Coco X. Hyperlink don't work, mate. That's a pain, isn't it? Okay, let me find you. So yeah, generally I don't do it. It's what happens is when I do commissions and somebody says, oh, can you draw this, and I want it to look like this, the more they tell me what they want it to look like, the more I kind of fall out of love with the idea of drawing. And I didn't become an artist. Was it X Coco? What? X Coco Crypto? Oh, there you are. Yeah, I didn't become an artist to kind of not enjoy the process of drawing. So I'm really kind of fussy on it. You know, so if it was something like what your PFP is now, it's pretty much like this. I might even just put a little purple banner on this because that's what it looks like to me. If it's something like that, then yeah, I'm all over that. I'd be able to give that a go. I wouldn't do it as a commission, so you couldn't pay me to do it, but you can suggest it, like you have done, and I might have a little go at drawing that, because yeah, it does kind of work. But yeah, I didn't become an artist. I spent 20 years working in an office, and gave it all up to become a full-time artist. And I didn't do full-time art to then go working for people again. So it's not it's nothing personal. It's just something I normally say no to, unless somebody comes to me, and this has happened before. Somebody comes to me and says, "Draw whatever you want. Here's the money. Here's the cash. Draw whatever you want." And yeah, that's cool. I'm more than happy to do that. But yeah, anybody who's like got a specific idea, no. I'm all for letting artists be artists. So when I used to run a paint jam called Korp Fest. When I did that, it was all about just getting artists in and letting them do whatever they want to do. And it wasn't about me saying to them, "Here's the theme. This is what you've got to draw. This is what you've got to paint." It was, you know, just let them be artists, because nobody knows more than an artist what is going to look really cool as a piece of art. Oliver JS 1990. Hi, thank you for joining. I'm going to keep Coco. I'm going to keep your profile up because I'm definitely going to turn that. I'm going to try and put that as like your little banner. I should have probably, if I'd thought about it, if I'd known this earlier, I'd have put the the fabric bits here in the purple, but we can do that another time. I definitely need to get Silenthax in on here somehow, so let me just think about that. Just going to flick a few little lines out just to make this look a bit more creased. Let's put no. Let's put one. It's just kind of thinking where's it going to work. Let's put it up in there. Up. Let's put one up in there. And one in there as well. That's in the wrong place. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Let's put one up there and there. I think that'll look alright. A pupil. Let's go and put a pupil in as well. There we go. So yeah, who's joining Korp Academy today? 3 different tiers for you to join at. There's the essential plan, which is like entry level, only $7 a month. The plus plan, which is like all the on-demand stuff, many more videos, which is $20 a month. And then premium, which is open for this week only, which is $40 a month. So if you want access to everything, unlimited access to everything, which includes 9 live sessions every month, 15 brand new tutorials every month, access to the archive, which is now over 1,000 marker pen drawing tutorials every month. If you want a bit of all of that, then join on premium. It's only $40 a month. And yeah, let me know if you sign up. Let me know. Who else have we got in? Coco says, so cool, love that you're interacting with your chats and incorporating stuff into your work. Yeah, it's probably for lack of ideas myself, which is why I'm doing it. But yeah, appreciate that, mate. What should we do? Anything else we can do on this? I think this, no, that's got tentacles, well, it's got suckers in the right place. Let's taper out. I need to kind of just wrap up a bit, because what are we getting at? An hour and 22 minutes. That's more than enough for me to be streaming for. Cheers, Coco. 69 Pingu tip. That's awesome, mate. We really appreciate that. 69. Such a child. No, thank you, mate. I should probably incorporate that a little bit more. I think if I had a bit more confidence in my ability as an artist to be able to kind of draw on the fly, then I'd do a session that was all about just, you know, drawing what people wanted me to draw. But the reality is I only draw certain things. I'm very specific with what can be drawn, what's easy to draw, that kind of stuff. And not everything is easy to draw. Some things are really difficult, and things that are really difficult to draw I avoid. It's as easy as that. What do you think of the eye? Eye looks good, yeah. Let's go and put a little line around it. Now this line that I'm putting around it, there we go. That line that I'm putting around it, we're going to taper that out later. I'm going to make that a lot thinner, that line. So it will look a huge amount better. The chat's gone quiet. Where is everybody? Who's in? Who's in? Oliver says some bubbles, maybe. Yeah. I did think about putting something in the background. I might run out of time today, Oliver, but I definitely will put some kind of stuff in there in the background just to bring that alive a little bit. Just trying to prime up one of my pens, which doesn't feel like it wants to work. It feels a bit empty, actually. Okay, dead pen. I've got a thinner one. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, chat's gone quiet. Who's in the chat? Let me know if you're there, if you're watching, where you're watching from. And what I mean by that is what country are you from? Who have we had so far? We've had people from Bangladesh, Argentina, Brazil, Japan, Denmark, obviously the USA. Get quite a lot of people watching from the USA. What else do we have? That's all I can really remember at the moment. Okay, let's have a little look at these. So it's going to go. In fact, let's put in. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to keep it simple, Coco. I was about to go really complicated with this. But I'll do that another time. Yeah, I'm just going to give it like a real simple bandana or eye mask. Put some simple eyes in there. Let's put in some black spots now. Yeah, we're at a finishing off kind of point now. I always like putting a few little black spots around the eyes. Oh man, look at what I've just done. Just gone smudged it all. That's really frustrating. Well, no, it's not really, is it? It's just, let's just tidy it up. This is a good example. I love it when things go wrong like this, honest. Because it's a good example of how easy it is to fix stuff with Posca pens. I know it's just slightly off camera on Instagram, but just trust me, I've smudged it all over the place. I'm now just going over with the original colours just to put them back in there. And it's just as easy as that, just to any mistakes, to tidy them up. So it's all disappeared. And that's, in a nutshell, why I teach people to draw with Posca pens, because if you've got that knowledge, if you know that nothing's going to go wrong, or if you know that when something goes wrong, it's easy to fix, it just means you enjoy your drawing a little bit more. Okay, let's leave that. Let's go and put some little drips on here. Yeah, nice. I've got, you see, like, I've got a little pink spot just popping out there, so I'm going to put in a little drip to cover that. There's always a way of kind of getting around these things. Okay, I'm just going to wait for that metal to dry, and then we'll put that in, we'll colour that in, and then we're done. So yeah, last few minutes. Thank you very much for joining in, everybody. Oliver says UK. Whereabouts in the UK are you based, Oliver? Oliver JS 1990. Just wondering if you were somebody I knew. Yeah, let me know whereabouts in the UK. I'm in Lincolnshire, in Stamford. Look at that. Just tapering out the edge, just that little dark line around the iris just makes it, hopefully makes it look like it's a hole in the eye. There we go. Love it. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Okay, let's get into this. So we're putting in this top bit, a little flick in, and the other side, a little flick in, and the bottom. Oh, scratching up the paint like anything because it's not quite dry down there. So I am getting into it a little bit ahead of time, a bit premature. But that was my own fault for smudging it like an idiot. Let's get around the bottom of the middle. Black lines around the bottom there. Actually, you can get away with it. I went a little bit thick around that line, but you get away with it because it now looks like a shadow, so it'll be okay. Coco, when I do this, I think I probably will do this properly at some stage. When I do it properly, what I'll do is I'll do because your coin has kind of like got a bit of a rim around it, so I'll definitely add that rim in next time. But I'm just keeping it really, really simple this time round. Who was that? I saw somebody tip. Thank you for the tips. OXBDCA. Always appreciate the tips. Thank you very much. Helps me carry on as an artist. D Devil. Hi D Devil. Hope you're doing well, mate. I love your art. It's beautiful and creative. Thank you very much. Appreciate the input. I'm going to put some little eyes in here in a sec, so we do need to wait for that to dry. And it's getting so small down there, I might even just whip out a 1M. Is that 1M? That's a 3M. Don't appear to have a 1M. That's frustrating. Alright, I could do it with the 3M, that's fine. We're gonna no, I need to wait for it to dry. It's gonna be tricky getting in there, mate. Yeah, Coco, for with those little tiny eyes, but we'll get there. I feel like this bit kind of needs something. Let's go and put some spots on. Just while I'm waiting for this bit down here to dry. If ever you can't think of what to do, just go and put some spots on your character. Look, clump them together. If you enjoy this kind of drawing, then there's an opportunity to get involved. I do something called Doodle on Discord, where I broadcast a drawing lesson. It's every Wednesday. So just keep your eyes peeled if you want to join in with that lesson. If you need any more details or links or anything like that, just let me know in the comments, and I'll dig out links for you. Is that dry? It's dry. It's dry enough. It's dry now because I've just rubbed it. Okay. I'm gonna put in a little tiny pair of eyes. So we've got some angry eyes going on here. So this character is like that little eye underneath. But let's make it smile. That's as close as we're getting, mate, to your character. I know it's got an open mouth, it's holding a bag of swag, and it's got arms and legs and stuff like that, but that's as close as we're getting for today. And I kind of like that. It looks alright. Let's just put some shadows in. Anything underneath can always go a little bit darker. What else do we need? Let's tidy that up. Couple more drips. Is there anything I've missed? Got a smudge there. Let's put a little fly in. Let's give it a friend. I think that looks right. Happy with that. Let's finish this off then. Hey, Binny Cup. Hi from Norway. Yeah, I'm having a good weekend, mate. I hope you are too. Thank you. I recognise your name. I see you. I see you in the Korp Academy and supporting and things like that. So thanks, Binny Cup. I hope you're doing well. Just about to finish off here. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this little live drawing session. Let's go and put in a circle there. A little circle there. Well, I don't know if that works, but it's there now, isn't it? See if we can put in some little tiny spots. In the eyes there. Yeah, that'll do. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to leave it there. So, yeah, Jessica. Hi, Jessica. From Fredericton, NB. I don't know where is NB. But Facebook, you're watching on Facebook. I was just moaning about Facebook because not many people join from there, despite it being my biggest audience. I get more people on Instagram. It's weird. Coco, we're all artistic, mate. Join me on Wednesdays. I want to see you on Wednesday, Coco. It's all you need on Wednesdays. So I'm going to sign off now, and I'll leave you with this. Okay, it's on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. UTC, I think it is. Every week we do a live drawing lesson and NFT giveaway. So I will show you step by step how easy it is to draw a character that I've not got handy. I'll show you how easy it is to draw. That's one of the characters that we drew, so it's all nice and easy stuff. But yeah, every week all you need to do is just turn up with a Sharpie, a pencil, bit of paper, fine liner, and I'll show you how to draw this kind of stuff within about 40 minutes maybe. I always say half an hour, always end up taking an hour, so it usually averages out about 40 minutes. So yeah, join me on Wednesdays for a free art lesson, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, Coco. Thanks for the tips. Thank you everybody else for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed that. We'll get the replay up soon, and yeah, I'll broadcast again soon. Take care, everybody. See you all soon. Bye bye.